Welcome to T-Bone's Best of Roanoke show. Music, comedy, and conversation featuring HB, the Honey Badger.
Honey Badger don't care.
Now, on with the show.
Are you ready, HB?
I'm ready, T-Bone.
Are you ready, Dwayne?
I think so.
Well, I know you are, my friend. This is Radio Free Roanoke, and this is episode number 114, T-Bone's Best of Roanoke show. We are sitting smack dab in beautiful downtown Boone's Mill with guess who, HB? It's Dwayne Hodges, the owner and operator of Woodchuck Woodcarvings. Dwayne, thank you for hosting us today.
You're welcome.
Man, oh man, you're the big fish we've been after for a while.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because probably about a year ago, HB called me. He said, you got to come out and see this 10-foot wood carving of a bear wearing overalls with a WV on it. We went out there, knocked on the door, tap, 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 tap. David comes out, shows us the thing. I said, where did this thing come from? It was you.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been carving for 30 years now. We carve all over the United States, trees in people's yards, and what we can here at the shop. Yeah.
And quite a shop it is. We pulled up, and there were wooden dogs, wooden bears.
Yeah.
Did you have like an eye for this as a kid, or do you have people in your family that were like artists? Because you're a I would call a chainsaw artist.
I started when I was 14. I seen a guy doing it, and I grabbed my saws. I grew up on the farm running chainsaws, grabbed them, and just started carving out stuff.
Yeah.
And just went from there.
Yep.
Well, you can see all his work, you can hear the traffic probably, but we're right here, right off of 220 in Boone's Mill, and your stuff sits out here and people can see it.
Yep.
And I've seen it for quite a while, but didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
So, but.
And now, so you're always on the road. You were telling us right before we started. Tell us what you're getting ready to do.
We're getting ready to head up to Richmond to do big 17-foot totem poles and some eagles. And then from there, we're heading to D.C. and then back here. Get ready for the next trip, which will be Chicago.
Now, when you say you're going to Richmond, you're going to do a 17-foot totem pole. Is this like a big tree?
It's a tree right in the lady's yard, 17 foot. I think this one's a sycamore tree. And then we're going to another customer's house, and it's an 8-foot eagle. And then we have one more, it's a 6-foot blue heron. So it's all in the Richmond area.
So you pull up, get some ladders out, scaffolding, and you look at the tree. The tree's already cut off.
Mm-hmm.
It's
they
already
have the top before we get there.
Okay.
We just climb up and start cutting.
And then the artist goes to work. So yeah.
So let me get this right, Dwayne. You can do totem poles. You can do animals.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some examples.
Anything you can think of. I've done bears are our best sellers. We do a lot of the bears. We can do the squirrels, raccoons, foxes, any critter you can think of.
Rabbits?
Rabbits. We can do rabbits. Your deers and stuff like that. We make antlers and all separate because they're too fragile to do in one piece.
Right.
Anything. Then
what about Chinese pugs?
We can do the pugs for you. We got a stack of orders for dogs right now, but anyway, we can do anything you come up with. People, characters. If it's something that we haven't done, we can pull up pictures and make it.
Now, this is your full-time job.
For
this is what
years.
you do.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, man.
What kind of skills does it take to do this? I would guess a steady hand.
I don't know, just be a little crazy, I reckon.
A good chainsaw.
Saws, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us in your tools too.
Yeah.
Have the right saws and stuff like that. And you got to be pretty steady and stuff. And just, I guess, have an eyeball to see what you know.
Yeah,
what you
knock
need to
away
cut
what
out,
isn't a
so.
bear.
Yeah,
That's
so that
what-
way everything don't look like a bear.
So you got to be able to envision it, and you got to have patience, I would imagine.
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of chainsaw? What's your chainsaw of use?
We use all steel. I got about 12 of them, 12 steel chainsaws.
Now, any electric?
No electric. I
Okay.
don't like the way they feel. To me, they don't have enough power. But or the battery. I haven't tried them yet either. So, but all gas power tools. So.
And you said you have how many?
12 different steel chainsaws from probably about 4-foot bar down to 12-inch bar.
Wow,
You got all
4
that
foot.
stuff. Yeah.
I've never
We get
handled
in
that.
some pretty big trees.
And this is a bit of a family operation. I mean, your wife, Lisa.
Yeah, they come down and hang out some and help and stuff like that every so often. And Rick, he comes down here and hangs out a little bit and all too. So, and then I got another kid that actually does my sanding and painting and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, he's not a kid, but Marvin, he does a lot of this. He does most of the sanding and finishing on my work.
All right.
And does he travel with you too?
No, just mostly me and Lisa hit the road.
Okay.
And travel.
All right, and then let's say you go to Richmond, and then you said you're going to Chicago. When you pull up to Chicago, what kind of deal are you going to be jumping into there?
Well, the Chicago thing's more of just a trip for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My son's in the Navy up there, so we're going up to visit and hang out on that trip. But when we get back, we do have another Richmond trip back down to do a couple more jobs in people's yards. I'm thinking that's like the middle of October or something. So.
Now this.
You are listening to Radio Free Roanoke, and this is T-Bone's Best of Roanoke show with the Honey Badger. Hear all their episodes on their YouTube channel. Now, back to the show.
I saw an article, Dwayne, where a tree, I think it was here in Boone's Mill, fell down.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 300 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought you out, the lady that owned it, and you did a whole scene or something? Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
that's right up the road here. It's up on the hill. It's hard to see from 220. But on top, it's got like 3 or 4 different bears in it. It's got foxes, raccoons, squirrels. It's got all kinds of stuff. I think it's even got woodpecker and stuff like that in it. Oh, the tree's about 4 foot across. And it's probably 14 foot tall. And it's just full of critters. We've got a bunch of critters and all that.
So you would just go up there and work on this fallen tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, the rest of it fell over. The stump is still standing, about 14 foot. Unless it's a different one you're talking about, because we do a bunch of them. But I'm thinking about the one right here in Boone's Mill.
Yeah.
It's still standing, the upper part of it. Which most of the trees we carve are already standing dead anyway. It's the only reason people get them topped and cut down, so we can come out and cut them.
All right, so let's say I wanted to do a wood carving of the honey badger, HB. Mm-hmm. Can you do people?
Yeah, I do a lot of character statues
Like
and stuff
what?
like that. Well, we do a lot of your Native Americans, cowboys, mountain men, sea captains, salty fishermen, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Now, when you get into actual people, you got to stand still a long time.
Okay.
You got to really study the faces and creases, but we can do it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I think I saw you did Vikings.
Yep, Vikings.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You do it all nights?
Yeah, we can do nights. We done some of Buena Vista.
Furniture, you do furniture?
Yeah. Well, we do we used to do a lot more of it, rustic furniture. We do a lot of your benches. We can do log beds and tables, but we're so booked up, it's hard to fit that stuff in.
And what about signs, Dwayne?
We do wood signs, yep. Yeah, we do wood signs, anywhere from the 8-inch board to whatever size you want. We do the big commercial signs and all too.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. And then do you ever take a break from this, or what do you do for fun?
Not really. Rainy days is the only days we get off really. If it's not raining, we got to be out getting stuff done. But yeah, we do some fishing in the afternoon and stuff. Every time we travel, we take our fishing rods when we go out fishing. But yeah, like the Chicago trip would be a little mini vacation. So
What's the furthest you've had to travel
Oregon.
from Boone's Mill? Oregon.
Yeah,
Tell us
really?
about that.
I went to Oregon car for a month on the coast, Depot Bay. Parked there for a month just to check it out that way. We went out there and found a nursery, set up, started carving. Had a little vacation, but mostly we carved a lot during the days while we were away. So, I only carried one chainsaw out with me. A chainsaw and a car, went out there and started cutting, carving. I didn't take no carvings with me. I just carved them when I was there.
Now you sold. That's kind of
sold it. I came back empty. Just my one chainsaw.
wow.
So I sold everything I made while I was there and come on back.
Good gosh, that's amazing, man. It's beautiful stuff you got out here. You can see it as you go by. Like I said, I've seen it for seems like years,
Yeah.
and just never knew you.
Yeah, we've been here 30 years. Other than I moved off to Myrtle Beach for about 5 years. Had a shop there. So
You did.
yeah, we had a shop down in Myrtle Beach for a little bit.
All right.
How do you, like, how do people know about you, like, from Richmond and all over? How do,
This road.
Most of it's this road
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
We get a lot of out-of-state people come through here. Most of our customers we get a lot of Pennsylvania, we get a lot of New York, New Jersey, then we get North Carolina, South Carolina. We get a lot of people passing through here. And then where we're on the road traveling, we set up the car, people see us there too, and get, it's got passed around.
Yeah.
I saw that you did a 8 or 9 foot pink flamingo in New Jersey. Is that right?
Well, we were supposed to do a pink flamingo up there, but that never got booked, the pink flamingo.
All right.
But we've done a lot of other carvings up in Jersey and all too. So,
What's the most unusual thing in your mind that you've ever done? Carved.
well, I've done the cartoon characters, like the South Park characters.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Unusual, I don't know. We like the big peanut and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've done a life-size horse, which was all pieced together, but that wasn't really
Right.
That's a big critter.
Well, South Park character, that is unusual.
Yeah.
So-
But anything, we've done big mushrooms for people, whatever somebody asks about. So
You did a mermaid before, I believe.
done the mermaids, done a few of them.
Is there anything you wouldn't take on?
I don't think so, but there is a waiting list. You're going to be waiting a while on some
Right,
stuff,
yeah.
like dogs and all that, certain orders.
Right.
It takes bigger logs.
Yeah.
It takes me a little longer to get everything together, and it's going to be a little bit of wait. So
Is there a type of wood you prefer to work with?
Yeah.
Or another?
here at the shop, we carve a lot of white pine and a lot of cedar. It's light enough we can move it around and it don't crack as bad on you. On site jobs, we carve whatever you got. It don't matter if it's oaks, maples, locusts, hickory, or whatever. But at the shop, mostly white pine and cedar. They carve up better and they hold up just as good.
Really? Okay.
All right, then. Well, Dwayne, as we get ready to wind down here, is there anything else you want to highlight or anything else that we didn't touch on already?
No, I think we're pretty good. Swing on by and get yourself one.
Yeah. Well,
HB, any other last thoughts?
I'm just I'm excited that we actually got to interview you because I've seen this,
Yes.
like you said, 30 years, because I've been going by here and I always comment, like, wow, I'd love to have something done, and you think about that as you go down the road and fades away, but you come back through and I always see something different out here, but you're always busy, so I didn't know you traveled as much as you do, but
And if
wow.
people want to get a hold of you, Dwayne, what should they do?
What's your
Just give me a call or look up Woodchuck Woodcarvings.
Woodchuck wood carving?
Yeah, Woodchuck Woodcarvings. You should be able to hunt it down like that.
Okay.
And other than that, out here on the street, hopefully I have somebody here, but I'll be gone quite a bit. But
All right.
You're very, very impressive what
Thank
you do, and just a nice man. It's just nice to see your dad and your wife here. It's just what an operation.
Yeah.
thank you.
Wow, thank you.
Well,
Keep up
thank
the
you,
good work.
Dwayne. All right.
Thank you.
He started jumping from wall to wall. Every time I stopped by that woman's house, he started jumping from wall to wall. Well, he rolled him all cross-eyed at me. He lay back in the corner and licked his paw. That's a bad cat. Corner or laying down. Every time I stop by my woman's house, he in the corner, boy, laying down. Well, he too big to be a house cat. He too small to be allowed. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I got to leave that woman alone. So sorry, I gotta leave that woman alone. Yeah, she got a cross-eyed cat living out there with her boys in a home.
Thanks, JT.